$190 billion. That is what Google is spending on AI this single year, 6 times what they spent in 2022. And at Google I/O 2026, they showed the world exactly what that money is building. 900 million Gemini users, a 24/7 personal AI agent that works while you sleep, Google Search completely rebuilt from scratch, and smart glasses with live translation launching this autumn. Everything that actually matters from the biggest tech event of 2026 coming up right now.
Google just committed $190 billion to a single goal, turning AI from a passive chatbot into an autonomous digital workforce. This shift was the centerpiece of the Google I/O 2026 conference in Mountain View, California. CEO Sundar Pichai introduced a new directive for the company's entire ecosystem, moving past simple assistance toward independent action. Google's AI capital expenditure jumped from $31 billion in 2022 to $190 billion in 2026. Gemini's user base followed, growing from 400 to 900 million users in a year, pushing computational volume to an unprecedented 3.2 quadrillion tokens every month. But the high cost of this growth highlights a specific friction. Until now, AI required humans to prompt the model, evaluate the results, and copy-paste the data. That manual effort became the ultimate bottleneck to scaling these systems. The $190 billion investment isn't for a smarter advisor. It is for an architecture that bypasses that bottleneck entirely, allowing the software to act as an independent driver rather than a passenger. The engine behind this shift is Gemini 3.5 Flash. Google prioritized a model built for high-speed, agentic tasks. Instead of focusing on a larger, slower text generator, they engineered a system optimized for independent multi-step workflows. On benchmarks measuring how well an AI can plan and execute complex tasks without human intervention, 3.5 Flash outperforms much larger, expensive flagship models. This means frontier-level performance is available for long-horizon tasks at a fraction of the cost and time. This architecture changes Google Search from a passive index into an active tool. It can now reason across images, uploaded files, and open browser tabs to solve a query rather than just finding a link. This enables information agents and the universal cart, systems monitoring the web 24/7, to track prices or research topics, then execute actions in the background. Google has re-engineered its infrastructure to work in parallel with humans, taking independent steps instead of waiting for a search term. This is most visible in Gemini Spark, a cloud-based agent that acts as a persistent digital employee. Because it runs in the cloud, Spark manages connected ecosystems like Workspace, SharePoint, and ServiceNow, even when your devices are turned off. In a standard IT workflow, a human finds an issue, writes a ticket, drafts a report, and emails an update. Gemini Spark compresses this. It detects the issue, creates the ticket, drafts the fix, and queues the email simultaneously. The process takes seconds. This happens within the Anti-Grant-Icramics, a secure sandbox where agents autonomously write, test, and deploy code. The human role shifts from execution to oversight. High-risk actions, like summing the final email, still require a single click from the user to approve. Enterprise productivity is no longer tied to how fast a person can type. It is now tied to how effectively they can direct their autonomous agents. Digital tools have moved through 3 stages, from simple calculators to conversational assistants, and now to independent performers. This changes the nature of professional work. You are no longer the primary executor of every digital task. You are the manager of an autonomous workforce. This transition isn't limited to text and code. Google's Gemini Omni model takes this concept into the visual world. Omni can generate any output from any input. Complex marketing, video, and creative workflows that previously required dozens of manual steps can now run autonomously. The $190 billion has already been spent, and the infrastructure is live. These agents are functioning right now. This creates a divide between organizations relying on manual effort and those employing a tireless 24/7 digital workforce. The investment phase is over, and the systems are deployed. The advantage now belongs to those who stop doing the work themselves and start directing the agents that can.